When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds which have connected them with another, and to assume, among the powers of the earth, the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal for self-expression, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness and upliftment, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principles, and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly, history has shown that mankind are accustomed to suffer, while oppressions are still tolerable, than to right themselves by abolishing the governing structures under which they live. But when a long train of abuses and coups, pursuing invariably the same nefarious design, an unwarranted influence to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and bullyings, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to an observant world. He has refused the passing of laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people. He has endeavored to prevent the population growth of these states. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his passing of laws for establishing judiciary powers. He has joined with others to subject us to a rule foreign to our Constitution and unacknowledged by our laws. He has taken away our charters, thus abolishing our most valuable laws and altering fundamentally the forms of our governments. He has forced our fellow citizens taken captive on the high seas to bear arms against their birth country. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. We have appealed to their innate sense of justice and magnanimity, and we have pleaded by the ties of our common language to cease these tyrannical acts which would inevitably soil our pleasantness and goodwill. They, too, have been deaf to the voice of reason and empathy. We must thus be beholden to practicality, such that while denouncing our separation, hold them, as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace, friends. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress, assembled, appealing to the sacred Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states, that they are absolved from all allegiance to the British monarchy, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states, they have full power to fight for greater growth, make allies and friends, establish trade, ensure well-being of private enterprise, and to do all other acts which independent states may of right do. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of the ever-loving divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and what we honorably stand for.